Is Wemby set up perfectly? Brew makes some recommendations for what San Antonio should do next. And finally, the most motivational segment in all sports, the Bud List. Oh, Nico Harrison.
Redemption.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
You have to stop.
Look, whatever. Redemption is nigh, Nico.
You've got to stop.
Is he on the Bud List?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
He just got the #1 pick in the draft.
And he works hard for it.
He worked as hard as Rob Pelinka did for that trade.
Honestly, he did make the phone call, so he probably worked harder than Pelinka did for the.
We're starting with the NBA draft. Cooper Flagg, my guy, since he's from Maine and grew up a Patriots fan, drafted by the Mavs. He joins a team with 3 Hall of Fame players yet to gel together in full since Luka's departure. No rush. Here's Cooper last night.
I'm not falling for it.
I tried to enjoy it as best I could. Obviously, I'm antsy, I'm anxious. I wanted to get going. I was working out the whole time, and I was excited to, get this process over with. But at the same time, it's a dream come true to go through this whole process, be here, enjoy it. And I think I try to do that to the best of my ability.
Potential starting 5 when everyone is healthy?
Yeah.
Not
Cooper, Clay, AD,
Kyrie.
when everybody's healthy.
When everybody's healthy.
Kyrie and then PJ
AD
Washington, I would imagine, is the
either
other.
Lively or Gafford.
Yeah. Can Mavs contend in the West?
Absolutely not. Not this year. And I think that I'm shocked at folks that people are talking about Kyrie for this season, like, well, he does have an injury history. It's not an injury history. He had ACL surgery in late March.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to be out at least until the All-Star break, and maybe longer.
He's saying what he's shooting for January.
Yeah.
All-Stars in February.
Right, yeah, but so let's call, if he is back the first game after the All-Star break, it's a huge success. You know what I mean? And so and even when that happens, I don't think you're going to get full-blown Kyrie. What you're going to have in the meantime is a super talented, do-it-all 18-year-old who is the only guy on the team, except for maybe Max Christie, who can be a playmaker ball handler. So they are.
They're going to have to go get
Of course, they're going to have to go get somebody, but it's not like they have a ton of cap space. It's not like they're going to get a bunch of impact guys. A guy who maybe it could have been Quentin Grimes was another one of the Nico moves of the offseason. I'm not sure if maybe that helped him get Cooper Flagg too. But it actually probably did because Grimes was good. I believe if Anthony Davis stays at the level he's at, if Cooper Flagg is the player everyone thinks he's going to be, at least to most degree, you know what I mean, which is very, very good, clearly the deserving #1 pick. And if Kyrie recovers well from his ACL, I think they can contend in year 2 for Cooper Flagg. But asking a rookie, Brew, to be, a young rookie at that, to be the primary ball handler creator on a team with championship aspirations, it's simply, only time it's ever happened is with Magic Johnson, and he had Kareem, who, with respect to Anthony Davis is not. So, no, I do not think they can contend in the West at all this year. Down the road, sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised so many people have said they're talking about the Mavs like Kyrie's not hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how people are talking about it. And I am totally skeptical about the Philadelphia 76ers because of their health. I'm not that far on the Mavericks, but there is a little of that. Right now, Kyrie will be back whenever, February, January. And like Nick said, I'm not convinced he's going to come right in and be the old Kyrie. It might take him the rest of next season that he plays to get back to his former self. And remember, he'll be 34 when the playoffs start. So that's another thing you just got to throw in there, that he will be older in addition to coming off the injury. I love their roster when healthy. If you told me Kyrie's coming back in February and he's going to be the old Kyrie, Anthony Davis is going to stay healthy all year throughout the playoffs, then I would think they're going to be a contender. I mean, I really do. I think obviously OKC is at #1, but I would put them right there with Houston and the Lakers and Denver and Minnesota, all these other teams, if they're healthy and Kyrie's back to form. But that's a hard, not only am I worried about Kyrie being his old self next year, I'm worried about AD. How am I supposed to definitely pencil in Anthony Davis for health the entire season?
I also think people are setting Cooper Flagg up totally unfairly to be disappointing.
Yep.
Michael Jordan averaged 28 a game his rookie year, and they won 38 games.
But he didn't have a guy like an Anthony Davis.
I understand
supporting. He went to a bad team.
Agreed, but he also was 3 years in college and 4 years older, 3.5 years older than Flagg is. Bron went to a bad team, was unbelievable as a rookie. They won in the 30s, I think it was. It is rookies in this league, no matter how great they are, haven't really impacted winning at a championship level since Magic.
Top talent around him.
And top higher than Anthony Davis around him. Like we have
the league is different now, though. We just saw the second youngest team. I was saying all year, OKC is not going to win it because they're so young. We saw what they did. They beat another team that's young.
Young is not
and the way, you know what else you're seeing? You're seeing a lot of guys, and this has no bearing on Cooper Flagg, but a lot of guys that weren't like great. I mean, they were great, but guys that weren't expected to be great. Jalen Brunson, becoming superstars.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks to me. That's about the three-point line and the way the game is played now. That has opened it up for a lot of players to, if you keep working on your shot and working on certain skills, you can actually have a place in this league.
We're going to get to
before that wasn't the case.
We're going to get to the Spurs in the B block, but I'll throw this back to you. We collectively felt a little bit frustrated, or at least maybe I did. I'm speaking for you guys. I felt frustrated with the Spurs timeline, that they had really zero interest in winning, and they wanted to bring Wemby along nice and slow, put him on a minutes restriction, give him time off, all of that. Even last year, I was like, all right, time to go. Still, they have a very long horizon for Wemby. Do you think even us asking this question, Nico saying we were going to win in the next 2 to 3 years, Anthony Davis probably antsy to win, Kyrie antsy to win, prove that he deserves this new contract, actually can hurt Cooper Flagg's development?
No, well, one, I think those are two completely different situations. Like, I understand why the Spurs. No. I mean, if he had Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving there, it would be win now. And I think this year it wasn't win now this year, but it was this year they were expecting to take a bigger jump, but he got hurt. And they just don't have the players that are anywhere near what Dallas has. As far as that's what we talked about yesterday, I won't say hinder his development. He won't be the guy. Although I said with Kyrie out, he gets a chance. I think he's got the best of both worlds. Well, they may go get, there's talk D'Angelo Russell, Chris Paul, whatever. Chris Paul would be interesting. I think that might be smart to bring him in. But I don't think Cooper's going to be playing like LeBron early in his career. Like, I don't think he's, or Luka, I don't think he's going to have the ball like that.
No, but he is going to be, I believe, their primary initiator, and he's going to go through growing pains. And that's what he is supposed to do. Like, DraftKings has his over-under for points per game his rookie year set dead at 17. Like, that's right. Brew and I both independently yesterday came up with, we assumed, around 18, 5, and 6. We both wrote it down, and that's where both of us landed. And while Wilds justifiably pokes fun at Brew and Mai's kind of, historical NBA brains, it's because of that that you don't come into the league and average 25. You certainly don't come into the league and average 25 on a good team.
Right.
Like, your only chance is on a terrible team. And I just look at the West, and I say OKC, Houston, the Lakers, Denver, Golden State, Minnesota. I would be shocked if Dallas is better than any of those 6, barring those teams, losing a guy due to major injury. And I just put them with the Clippers and the Spurs, as in that 7 through 9, you know what I mean, range.
Do you agree with me that like I said, if AD was definitely going to be healthy late in the year, playoffs, and Kyrie was going to be the old Kyrie, definitely, and they stay healthy, that they would be contenders.
Contenders meaning can make round 2 in the West, sure. Contenders meaning win the West, no, because I don't think AD and Kyrie and a good supporting cast is enough. I do think that's why I said in year 2. Because if Cooper Flagg is the guy, stars in year 2 can impact winning. They can, you know, Luka made his first All-NBA team in year 2. Bron did. Jordan might have made in year 1, but I know he made it in year 2. Like, you can impact winning. Oh, no, year 2 Jordan was hurt, but his second year starting, or playing full. Like, you can. So I think for the Mavs, the season after this one is what the focus is on. I also think it's why they re-signed Gafford. They re-signed Kyrie. They want to keep this crew together when Cooper knows what he's doing. He'll be 18. He'll turn 19 a week before Christmas. I mean, he's the youngest kid in the draft.
He's not just a rookie. He is a young
rookie. I think he's like about 100 days older than LeBron when LeBron got drafted.
No. LeBron turned 19 December 30th his rookie year. He will turn 19 December something rookie year. He's like 2 weeks older than LeBron. So so
not currently though.
No, correct.
Because LeBron's like 40.
Good point. Good job.
Mavs GM Nico Harrison had a bumpy few months, but his cup is full since the Mavs won the lottery, despite having less than a 2% chance at the top spot. Here's Nico.
I was extremely surprised. All my draft prep up to that point was, you know, us being in the 11th position. So that's just, but, you know, things happen. Fortune favors the bold.
Nico, stick your chest out.
You got
Put that bass in your voice.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding. Call it luck, because that's what it was.
That's fortune. Yeah.
Call him blessed. But this might be behind him, Nick. If Cooper Flagg...
Oh, you almost did it. He almost did it. And I said 312 is 313. He almost did it.
If Cooper Flagg is what some people expect, I think he's at least a star. A lot of people are saying superstar. I think, Nick, a lot of people, I haven't heard them connected to compared to each other, but I feel like a lot of people think he might be a Luka Doncic. Now, I don't necessarily, although
some people certainly think he's going to be an MVP
I'm a little more down on Luka now than I was a year ago. And so if he becomes a legit superstar, again, I get it. Nico got lucky, but he got lucky if this guy is all that. And then with what he built, like they could really be good. So I know it was, like I said, it was pure luck. And I'm on the record for as killing that trade, and I would kill it, you know, again and again. However, here's the thing, Nick. When the trade was first made, there were 3 things against it. One, Luka's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right? All right, a generational talent. All right. 2, he gave you a great chance to win the championship, like the best chance you had to win the championship. And 3 was that even if you didn't win the championship, he's going to be a superstar for the next decade, and you're going to be must-see TV. Fans are going to be flocking your big story. Now, with them getting Cooper Flagg, with Kyrie and AD, only one of those is definite now. The one, Luka's still a phenomenal player, of course, but did that team last year with Luka have a